Hello everybody, welcome to my weird and wonderful world, and this is a video in response to a video I made about 4 or 5 days ago called A Vulcan's Tale, where it was part of my most monthly mumbles, and yeah, I just want to recap on the effect that had on my life in some ways, and just to try to clarify a few points that was clearly misunderstood and not really gotten. I feel that sometimes people hear only what they want to hear and they don't actually listen to what's really being said. Now, if you go back to that video and you see, and I will leave a link to that video at the end of this video in this corner over here, right at the end of the video, I just want to reiterate that when I made that video, I did say several times that it's an exaggeration. It's not necessarily how I feel in total. I still really like my job there. You know, I don't love it. Not like I did my other job, but I do like my job. And I want to state that the behavior that I see around here, it doesn't necessarily bother me. And I never did say that it bothered me. It's just that it makes me wonder, and I just kind of think it's ridiculous. And like, they can hoop and holler and say their weird words and do what they want. I'm not going to stop them. It doesn't, and like I said, it doesn't bother me. It's just that I find it ridiculous. You know, it just sounds ridiculous to me. I'm just going to shake my head at it and just like, okay, if that makes you feel like a man and you want, and that's the way you want to go about doing it, be a clown all you want. It made me laugh. Yesterday, I think they finally saw the video and they were kind of going on a tangent about it for most of the shift, saying their ridiculous words, saying they're doing their clownish, behavior, and it's like, okay. It kind of made me happy in some ways, because don't let what I say influence how you behave. It's not a big deal to me at all. It was just me making a video where I was ranting a little bit. If you're going to take it seriously like that, then you really missed the point. Again, they heard what they wanted to hear and they really didn't listen to what the video was about. So I just want to clarify that, because myself, and I have admitted it in my own videos, that I can be a weirdo too. I don't have anything against people being weird. Be as weird as you want to. That's what makes life interesting. And I'll leave a link to that video right up here in this corner, right there, so you can check that out for yourself. I mean, it is only my opinion. It's not, it's just the way I saw things. It's just my perspective. Like, I did not mean it to be offensive to anybody. And I don't think it is offensive to anybody. It's just me, venting a little bit. And I'm not saying, and I'm not venting on this video. This is not a rant. This is not an event. I just wanted to clarify some points, that I have nothing against anybody at all. I want to be able to get along with everybody there, but they have this sort of grudge against me. They don't like me for whatever reasons that makes no sense to me exactly. It's just, I think it's just being judgmental, and a little short-sighted. Again, I'm opening the gates to getting along. But if they still want to continue to be offensive and and playing the offense and not really giving me any I don't know, consideration, Again, I can't change their behavior. I'm not there to change their behavior. When I go to work, I'm there particularly to work. I'm not clowning around. I'll have a conversation here and there with people. I bring my phone to work now, but I don't. When I'm on the job, I can tell you for sure that I will never take out my phone and look at it and do things with my phone. Only on my break time. When I'm on my lunch, my half-hour lunch, I might take it out to play a video too. But as soon as there is work to be done, I am doing my work to the best of my ability. And I'm not going to be as good as those people that have been there for what, 5, 6, 10 years, you know. So I'm still learning. I still have a long ways to go, but I'm not a bad worker. I mean, I had been told by one particular guy that I was the worst person they ever seen in that position. I'm still there. A little over a year later now, I'm still at that position. I'm still doing it. So I must be doing something right. In the whole year that I've been working there, I've only had one day off, and that was for a little bit of an emergency that it was just impossible for me to get to work that day. So I had to call in sick that day. And when I'm at my position, you'll see when there is work to be done, I never leave my position. I never go and go to the washroom or go and fill my water bottle and stuff. I'm dedicated. I dedicate myself to my work. And I try to keep chit-chat to the minimal. Like, only when I know there's nothing coming by really that I will kind of chit-chat here and there. I should try to do less of that. I really should and want to concentrate more on doing the job and not missing parcels. But then again, everybody misses things every once in a while. Even the ones that think they're you know, all that. You know, they miss parcels all the time. And could you imagine if I'm down the line and I keep telling to that person, like, hey, you missed that parcel, hey, you missed that parcel, hey, you missed that parcel. No, I'm not going to ever stoop myself down to that level. I am never going to fault anybody for their behavior. I just question it. That's all I was doing in that video, is just questioning, you know, the behavior. That's it. That's all. I'm not there to stop them now. I'm not there to criticize them. It's just kind of, you know, I'm commenting on the bizarreness of it. That is it. And I said again, I said it was my opinion and I was exaggerating. I don't think they understand how much I was exaggerating by calling them Klingons and myself a Vulcan. It was just a stupid little analogy, just to kind of my way of making light of all these bizarre, you know. Look, when I say that I consider it a little bit brutish, I mean that in the politest way. I really do. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I apologize if I offended anybody by that. I really don't think everybody there that way. It was just me venting about certain people and certain behavior. And that is basically it. Now, I wouldn't have never have made any of those videos in the first place if at that one time when I was having a bad day and I was complaining quite a bit that one day, okay, and another employee kind of got a little bit tired of that and barked back at me about the complaining I was doing. And he was right. He was perfectly right to say so, because I was overboard. I was like not on purpose, but I was sort of exaggerating it, and I promised myself and to others that I would never do that again. When I do complain, it's basically just to myself, I may mumble it a little bit lowly, but I don't go on about it. I roll up my sleeves and I get in there double the work, you know. And when I went in the next day to apologize to this person, to say I was sorry for you know, overblowing the situation, what did he do? He threw up a hand in my face and said, "Nope, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it." And right from then, it kind of made me like, alright, if you want to be that judgmental and just kind of and criticize me unnecessarily when I was trying to be the better person and apologize, you opened yourself up to ridicule, you know. I think you were being, like, you know, yeah, unjustified in that. Like, come on, you're too good of a person. Like, you think yourself is so important that you can't take an apology from somebody? What kind of person are you really, you know? What does that really mean? And yeah, it just, everything that I've been hearing and everything that I've been seeing and the reaction to my last video, my Vulcan tale, you're just proving me right. And that's what also made me happy, that you proved to me that I was right over and over again. And who doesn't like to be proven right? So keep on doing that. Like I said, you're not going to bother me. I just find you ridiculous. And that's about it. So before I continue to rant a little bit on this subject, I'm just going to let it go here. And as always, like again, no disrespect to anybody. Be the way you want to be. Just try to be good to other people. And also to pay it forward whenever you can. I think our job, okay, that what we do would be so much easier if everybody was just more on the same page, if everybody wasn't an island upon themselves, and we pay you know, pay it forward. Pay it forward. Help each other make our jobs easier in the long run, so that we could be more efficient, that we could do a better job. I really strongly believe that our jobs could be so much easier if we just paid it forward to the next person and everybody really helping each other out. But that's not really, that's what they say to do, but that's never what happens. I help other people out. I try to help the person down the line with me, and he helps me out. But I wish everybody would just be able to be a little bit more professional and yeah, try to make everybody's job easier in the long run. That's all I'm asking. So, again, I also want to say, I want to ask if anybody is considering subscribing to my channel. That would be greatly appreciated. I would suggest watching some of my other videos first to see if this channel is right for you. I just don't want just anybody getting to my channel. I want people who is able to relate to where I'm coming from, because, you know, I am a good person. I'm always going to give you the straight up truth. I'm always going to give you the real person behind the camera. I'm never going to fake it for you. I'm never going to lie. I don't lie, cheat, or steal. I know people may find that hard to believe, but I do everything in my power to be a good human being. I really do. And please like the video. Please leave comments. I love comments. And as always, please be safe. Take care. I will see you on the flip side. And please, everyone, have a great day, evening, night, wherever you may be. Peace.